Hey, Beach High, Lewis here. Let's talk about time, specifically our time, or better yet, the flow of our time. With the flow of time, the possibility of an encounter with an alien civilization greatly heightens. As a generation thriving in an age filled with information, at times it can feel unsettling almost that we are lacking so much information about life outside our planet. It can also feel more unsettling once you realize that the size and age of the universe, specifically the billions of stars and planets which have existed for billions of years, completely contradicts with the fact that we have not encountered alien civilizations yet. If there are billions of stars in our galaxy, and estimates claim that there are millions of Earth-like planets orbiting Sun-like stars, and these planets could have existed longer than we have, isn't the possibility of life encountering us greater than the possibility of life not encountering us? If so, why hasn't life encountered us? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fermi Paradox. Now, the Fermi Paradox can best be summarized as the contradiction between the lack of evidence for extraterrestrial life forms and the high probability that said life is out there. The Fermi Paradox begs the question, why, considering the billions of stars and planets that have existed for billions of years, we have not found or been found by any other alien civilization? If you're getting tired of me saying the word billion, well, we're just getting started, but don't worry. Let's take that down to a much smaller number. That number being 4. You see, the theory has 4 basic components. Number 1, there are billions of stars in the galaxy similar to the Sun, many billions of years older than the solar system. Number 2, there's a high probability that said Sun-like stars have Earth-like planets revolving around them. Number 3, due to their longer existence, these planets would have developed interstellar travel. And lastly, number 4, the Milky Way galaxy could be completely traversed in a few million years. Now, let's do the math here real quick. The Milky Way can be traversed in a few million years. There are Sun-like stars and Earth-like planets out there much older than our solar system by a few million years. You see where I'm getting at here? The possibility that an alien civilization would have encountered us is just far too high due to these components. A common explanation for the Fermi Paradox is something known as the Great Filter. But before we can learn about this Great Filter, we have to talk about civilizations. Specifically, the typing of civilizations. The Kardashev scale, created by Soviet astronomer Nikolai Kardashev, proposes a 3-category scale for measuring how technologically advanced a civilization is. Type 1 civilizations can fully utilize all of the energy on its planet. Type 2 civilizations can fully harness and utilize all the energy of the star they orbit around. Type 3 civilizations can harness energy on a galactic scale. To put this into perspective, our civilization on Earth is currently a type 0.7 civilization. Now, why is this important? Well, you see, the Great Filter theory states that from their inception to becoming a type 3 civilization, there is a wall that most civilizations hit. The Great Filter is essentially something you can't stop, a giant barrier that has prevented others and could prevent us from progressing as a society. This figurative wall effectively stops most civilizations from fully colonizing the universe and expanding outwards, hence why we haven't made contact with extraterrestrial life yet. If this notion were true, it would have disturbing implications, however, because it opens up 2 potential options for our future. We could have possibly passed the filter already, whether the filter is the very beginning of life or the start of multicellular organisms. We beat the odds and passed it. It does stir up some mixed emotions, because if we truly did pass the Great Filter, the possibility that we are the first civilization to have passed it arises. It does make our planet much more important in the grand scheme of things, but it also implies that we are truly alone in this world. The second potential option for our future is far more grim. To put it simply, if we didn't already pass the Great Filter, then we're screwed. If the Great Filter isn't something we pass, like the creation of RNA or the jump from prokaryotic to eukaryotic cells, then the Great Filter is ahead of us and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.